Have you ever felt like giving up? Like the mountain you're climbing is just too steep? The current too strong? We've all been there. But what if I told you that the greatest successes in history were born not from ease, but from enduring, relentless perseverance? Today, we're diving into 7 incredible stories that will fundamentally change how you view challenges. These aren't just tales of triumph, they're roadmaps of resilience, proving that the human spirit, when determined, is an unstoppable force. So, get comfortable, because you're about to be seriously inspired. Our first story begins with a name you probably know, Walt Disney. Before he created the happiest place on earth, his life was a series of rejections. His first animation company went bankrupt. He was once fired from a newspaper because his editor said he lacked imagination. Can you believe that? Even Mickey Mouse was initially rejected by studios who thought a giant mouse would be terrifying for audiences. But Walt didn't see dead ends. He saw detours. He mortgaged his home, borrowed against his life insurance, and poured everything into his vision. His story teaches us our first powerful lesson. Your vision is worth fighting for, even when no one else sees it yet. Next, let's talk about J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, Joanne Rowling was a single mother, living on government assistance and battling depression. She described herself as the biggest failure she knew. She sent her manuscript to 12 different publishing houses, and every single one rejected it. One publisher even told her not to quit her day job, but she believed in the boy wizard. She kept writing, kept submitting, kept believing. When Bloomsbury finally took a chance on her, they initially printed only 500 copies. Rowling's journey shows us that your current circumstances do not define your future potential. Rejection is not a reflection of your worth, but a test of your resolve. Let's move from the world of fiction to the world of science with Thomas Edison. We all know him as the inventor of the light bulb, but do you know how many times he failed before he succeeded? When a reporter asked him how it felt to fail 1,000 times, Edison famously replied, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." This mindset is revolutionary. He didn't see failure, he saw progress. He saw learning. Each wrong attempt wasn't a setback. It was data that brought him one step closer to the solution. His story is a masterclass in reframing failure. It's not about falling down, it's about what you learn on the way back up. Now for a story of physical and mental endurance. Michael Jordan, widely considered the greatest basketball player of all time, his path to greatness was paved with setbacks. He was famously cut from his high school varsity basketball team. Imagine that. The future GOAT wasn't even good enough for his high school team. Did he quit? No. He used that rejection as fuel. He went home, locked himself in his room, and cried. Then, he got to work. He said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times. I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." Jordan proves that champions aren't born. They are forged in the fires of failure and hard work. Our fifth story takes us to the world of business and innovation with Colonel Sanders. Many think Kentucky Fried Chicken was an overnight success. Far from it. Harlan Sanders perfected his secret recipe of 11 herbs and spices while running a roadside motel in his 60s. When a new interstate highway diverted traffic away from his business, he was left nearly broke. Instead of retiring, he took his recipe and his pressure cooker on the road. He drove across the country, sleeping in his car, trying to sell his chicken recipe to restaurant owners. He was rejected over 1,000 times before he got his first yes. He was 65 years old. The Colonel's story is a powerful reminder that it is never, ever too late to start. Your age is not a barrier to your ambition. Let's turn to a voice that changed the world, Oprah Winfrey. Her early life was marked by extreme poverty and hardship. Her career journey was just as challenging. She was fired from her first job as a TV reporter in Baltimore. A producer told her she was unfit for television news because she got too emotionally invested in her stories. That very quality, her empathy and emotional connection, is precisely what later made her the undisputed queen of talk shows. Oprah didn't change who she was to fit a mold. Instead, she created a new mold. Her perseverance teaches us that your greatest perceived weakness can actually be your greatest strength. Embrace what makes you different. Finally, our seventh story is about a man who faced unimaginable adversity, Nelson Mandela. He spent 27 years in prison for fighting against apartheid in South Africa. He lived in a tiny cell, subjected to hard labor and isolation. It would have been easy to surrender to bitterness and despair, yet he never lost hope. He used his time in prison to study, to learn, and to strategize. When he was finally released, he emerged not with a spirit of revenge, but with a message of forgiveness and reconciliation. He went on to become the president of South Africa, uniting a divided nation. Mandela's life is the ultimate testament to the power of the human spirit to endure the unthinkable and to turn suffering into strength. His perseverance didn't just change his own life, it changed the course of a nation. So, there you have it. 7 stories, 7 monumental lessons. From Walt Disney's unwavering vision to J.K. Rowling's belief in her own magic. From Edison's reframing of failure to Michael Jordan's fuel for success. From Colonel Sanders proving it's never too late, to Oprah turning a weakness into a world-changing strength. And finally, Nelson Mandela's profound lesson in enduring hope. What do all these stories have in common? They show us that challenges are not stop signs. They are part of the journey. They are the moments that test us, shape us, and ultimately, make us. The next time you feel like you're facing an insurmountable wall, remember these stories. Remember that every rejection is a redirection. Every failure is a lesson. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Perseverance isn't just about not giving up. It's about believing in your own potential, even when the world tells you not to. It's about taking one more step, even when your legs are shaking. Your story is still being written. What will your chapter on perseverance look like? Thank you so much for watching. If this video inspired you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that fuels your journey. Let me know in the comments which story resonated with you the most. Until next time, keep climbing.